Uh, brake repair job 1970 Volkswagen van. Brake assembly, anatomy, layout, and then the parts relationships. And it's Greasy. This is video number 7. Okay, this is the front right side. This is the front right wheel. If you're doing the front left wheel, it resembles this, but it's not like this. Exactly. It's not exactly like this. We're going to examine the anatomy. So let's take a look here. It looks like there's some sort of spring gizmo that goes across here, and it goes underneath here and it pops out this hole here. Capiche? That's important. You'll be tested on that later. And over there, same thing. See a little spring right there, right? And then there's a little part that pops out there, right? You can see the surface here, and then you can see all the way around here. Oops, let me try that again. You can see this surface here, and you can see the surface. You can see this surface here, and then you can see this surface here, right? None of this, and none of this, and none of this are covering this little lip right here. Capiche? Also, this long little metal bar is closer to this area than it is further away. Now this is important because you have to have it seated properly when you reinstall it. Also, now you've got into surgery and now you're pretty deep into this. So your stress level all of a sudden just got pretty high, I'm guessing. Okay, now we're on the other side. Yep. Let's go back a little, sorry. This is important. Oh, come on, go back. There you go. Same thing here. Don't play. Alright, there's the spring. Okay. And this straight bar is there. And then see this surface here, right? And then this surface here, we're looking straight at it. You can also see that this surface goes all the way through. It's not interrupted. This piece and this piece, neither of those pieces goes over this area here. There is a little hole in there. And this kind of goes underneath and pops out that hole. It's not rocket science, but right now, in this stage, your stress level is probably a little high. So, just thought I'd point that out. All right? Anyway. Not super easy to see there. Ah, same thing there, huh? See that? See this whole entire surface here? You can see this surface, and then you can see around here. So it looks like these springs kind of disappear under, these coiled up springs disappear under this drum, don't they? See that? All right? Yeah. So we've got a spring assembly here, and then there's a long rod, and I think that goes to this another spring assembly that looks just like this. And then it looks like there's some sort of curling action going on here. Oh, there's a... Okay, never make a YouTube video near a hospital along PCH or anything like that. And what's going on here? It looks like this is some sort of tubey thing. And look, 1, 2, 3. It's all greasy. Little points sticking out. We'll see what happens when we clean up this assembly. Might be easier to see, right? Looks like there's a couple of bolts there. Bolt there, and a bolt there. And those bolts hold on this flipping thing. And we're going to change that. This whole $15 piece, or $20 piece, or whatever it is. It's not that much. Alright. This is the brake drum. I'm sorry, this is the brake shoe. This is the shoe, and this is part of the shoe. This is like your sneaker right over here. This surface, yikes, let me get in there. This side right there is what is touching the ground if you're walking along, right? That's the part that smushes up against the brake drum, makes it stop. This part is what touches the brake drum, right in there, right in there. Yikes, right there. So we can see the spring and a rod and then a spring. And then on both ends, we can see these little tabs, right? Spring, rod, spring, right? And we can see the top. We're seeing the entire tab. It's not interrupted. This spring contraption is not over the top here. Same thing down here. It's much more visible there, right? We can see the top of this shoe. Spring, and a long metal bar, and then a spring, right? And we can see the spring, metal bar, right? And then we can see the top of this little tab sticking out. That's important, because that's how it goes back together. All right, that's that.